Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ClassicWhoZone. It's the robots of death. We did a poll, and the last hour, Inferno was winning, and then in the last hour, robots of death ended up winning out the day. I've sent some emails. I'm still sharing the link, so we don't have many people watching right now, but I've sent emails to the people that I can remember that are coming on. So what I'm going to do is, while we're waiting on the guests to come on, I'm going to send the link to other people and share it and stuff like that. So I hope everybody is well. I've had a bit of a rough. Yesterday was a bit rough. Won't go into too much detail, but the same crap that's been happening for the last 3 years, someone decided to pipe up again and throw out some false accusations. So much so that I decided to contact the Met Police. They sent me a message, and I sent them the details of what's happening, because I'm not going to have my name dragged through the mud again. This person had seen that the hashtag We Stand With John Barrowman was trending, didn't like that, decided to retweet John's tweets and call me a predator online. I'm not going to go into any more further details, but I find it highly disgusting that there are people out there that can go and say pretty much whatever they want online without any consequence. And accuse me of doing something that everybody knows that I haven't done. And another thing I'd like to point out as well, if I'm so toxic towards women, how come I always have women on my panel? I have women on Twitter defending me, because they know me. They know I'm not capable of the stuff that I'm being accused of. And this is all because I supported John Barrowman and he didn't like it. John, I did send you an email. Yeah, did you not get it? I'll send it again, mate. Maybe it's my computer. I have to say, though, that's a few times I've sent emails out over the last couple of days, and people are saying they're not getting them. Hold on, I'll send it again. I did send Charlotte and as well an email. Let me know if you get it. So just do me a favor. Just keep an eye on the chat tonight, because you might get this person's supporters in the chat tonight. So I have it on slow mode, because I'm not putting up with this again. You know, it's every year she'll come out and she'll say something. She's claimed that she's went to the police, but as has been pointed out to me actually on Twitter today, if she went to the police, there would be a police report and she'd have a file number. But she's never showed any of her supporters this. So, you know, I know she's been lying about going to the police. She's never went to the police, because it's sock accounts. And, you know, I've done a couple of videos on this before in the past to explain to everybody what happened. So basically, 3 years ago or something, apparently a couple of people that followed me were supposed to be harassing this girl, which she never showed any. It was sock accounts, by the way, when she showed. But I did come out and I did say, if anybody is abusing this girl, to leave her alone, right? She wouldn't accept that. And then she came out with all of these false accusations that I was putting her head onto porn images. Now, as you know, I've been sent photographs like that with David Tennant, and I'm not the only one, right? Only up till recently, I threw up a photograph on my Twitter account of an account pretending to be me, and then they kept changing the name to different people. and they were sending me disgusting porn images. It's the same accounts. And these people don't get that. These accounts have been like not just bullying her, but they've been bullying me, Lee, and everybody else out there. And it's not fair. It's not. I was gutted this morning calling me a sexual predator, because I support a sexual predator, is what they were saying. But look, I don't want to get into it because we're here for Classic, but I just wanted to fill you in because I'm not feeling great today. Nobody wants to be called stuff like that. It's absolutely disgraceful that a woman can go around and lie on Twitter and there's no consequence towards that person. It's absolutely disgusting. But look, we're here for sorry, I apologize. We're here for Classic Who, so we'll get with it. Just give us a second. I have to get my TV ready. And now I've got our supporters on my Twitter account trying to get blocked. Well, you aren't getting blocked. I'm leaving you there for everybody to see what you are capable of. But I'm just going to say this, right? This is the same girl that got Tom Vance cancelled. And if she thinks she's going to try do that to me now, right, she's got another thing coming. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. And all the evidence shows that she just chooses not to because she hates me. She has a hatred of me because I don't like the current era, and she blames me for being attacked on Twitter, right, by some people that probably don't even follow this channel. And we know that because we've shown it anyway, but she refuses to look at the evidence that has been presented to her by Lee and others out there, actually, because this has been an ongoing thing for nearly 3 years. And as my wife has said there, look, I'm not everybody's cup of tea on Twitter. And, over the years, I've probably poked the bear with a stick, as you all know, right? I don't do that anymore, right? But this girl is obsessed, and it's wrong. You can't be going around accusing people of stuff when you've absolutely no evidence to back it up. And again, as I said before, I have no problem handing over my computers to anybody, right? My computer or my phone to anybody to prove me innocence, because I've done nothing wrong. And anyway, if you look at all the evidence that's on Twitter over the years, you will see it's nothing to do with me. It's the same accounts that have been bullying me, Daniel, Lee, and everybody else. So, yeah. Right, anyway, I've said me piece. And we'll get with this watch along. We've got Charlotte and Real Super Doctor in the chat, but just bear with me because obviously I normally set this stream up an hour beforehand, but I literally only got up because I didn't sleep this morning. And would you just blame me? Like, I came across our tweets, man, where she's calling me a sexual predator. Oh my God. Right, where's this? Right, did I even share it on Twitter? Jesus, my phone is playing up. But look, we'll bring on the guests that we have now, right now, and then we'll sort out the other guests. So here we go. Right, so we have the one and only Queen Charlotte.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I don't know what to say, mate.
There's nothing you can say. Listen, it's okay. I probably should, but I am a bit, it has taken its toll on me because, this has been an ongoing thing with this person for 3 years. Like, every so often they'll pop up and, she's retweeting John Barrowman's tweets and she's writing all of this quoting the tweets, but writing all this disgusting stuff about me to get John Barrowman to block me because obviously the hashtag trended yesterday. It's jealousy. That's what it is. But you can't be going around
Well, you've done the right thing. You've taken it to somebody above or something above you that can hopefully finally put an end to it.
Exactly. And for anybody thinking that I haven't went or I haven't contacted the police, I've actually taken screenshots and thrown them up. They actually responded to me on my account as well to say, send us the details of what's going on. So I did that this morning. So, yeah. And then I wasn't able to sleep for ages. I think I went to sleep at about 11 o'clock this afternoon. Well, in the morning. So, yeah. So as I said, there might be trolls in the chat. So just keep an eye because we don't want any of that crap happening while we're trying to do a watch along. Because that's what we're here for. But we'll bring on Real Super Doctor. I think everybody's going to be late today.
Yeah. How are you, Noel?
I'll be okay, mate. It just, look, I thought we moved on from all of this rubbish from her.
I think the majority of the trolls have woken up a bit and they've realised that consequences are coming, but we've just got a few people left over now that we're going to have to deal with.
True.
Yeah. It's always been a new series is coming. This has been the start.
I know, but it's not fair. You don't go around. You can't be going around accusing people of something that they haven't done. And this is the whole thing about Twitter. You see it every day. It's not just me. You see it every day. You have blokes out there accusing women of stuff. You have women out there accusing blokes of stuff. And there doesn't seem to be any consequence. They can literally libel people and slander people on that platform, and they don't do anything about it. And it's absolutely disgusting. Twitter,
I think the law needs to change.
It does. It really does. Because if it doesn't change, I'm a strong enough person, as you know. I have had a couple of wobbles, but I'm a strong enough person, right? But this is just bang out of order. I mean, why drag it all up again? And listen, I'm going to make this point, and the wife will back me up here. I have never had a knock on my door from the Gardaí. So if she went to the police like she did, right, the police then would get in touch with the Gardaí to find me, to come and knock at my door and seize me computers, right?
Yeah, just do it, or at least have a conversation with you, or at least do something.
Yeah, but they haven't. They've never knocked at this door, and my wife would back me up on this one. They've never knocked on my door, right? So
I think it's just lies, just intimidation, Noel.
It is. I've put up a tweet there. Before I go to bed, I just want to say the girl who had Tom Van's cancels has tried to cancel me for 3 years without any success, has claimed to have gone to the police a blatant lie, has accused me of putting her head on porn images without any evidence, but can go around and lie. She saw I was behind We Stand with John Barrowman hashtag and decided that they were going to rehash this all disgusting lie. My question is this: how can some women out there make false accusations without being called out for it? She never presented absolute proof I done this. She presented screenshots of sock accounts that have actually bullied me as well as others, including her. Her hatred for me is because she accused some of my followers of attacking her because I didn't like Whittaker's doctor. I'm absolutely gutted this is happening again because everyone knows me, knows none of this is true. I want her to go to the police. I have encouraged her and her supporters to get her to go to the police, but she doesn't. Ask yourself why. I'll tell you why, because it's bullshit. This girl is trying to ruin my life and my reputation, and for what? Because she is a hateful, bitter, twisted girl. I never have done any of these things, and I wouldn't, and I would. And my friends have exposed. I never would, and my friends have exposed these sock accounts over the last 3 years. I'm innocent. I did not do this. End of. That's a statement I put up on my YouTube channel, not YouTube channel, my Twitter account this morning. And of course, predictably, some people have decided to come in and take a pop at me, which is always going to happen anyway. But no, I'm not backing down, right? And if this person thinks I'm going to back down, she should know by now that she's messing with the wrong person. Tom might have ran off social media, but I'm going nowhere. because I'm an innocent man. I done nothing wrong. Right? I'm not going to have someone out there spread more lies about. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. I'm innocent. I did not do anything. And if I did, do you think I'd have right? If I'm this evil towards women, do you think I'd have Charlotte on or other women that I've had on this channel?
It's the problem is, mate. Everything. I think that honestly, what I think is happening a bit in fandom now, because they're losing their influence, because they know their era's on the way out. This is just the last sort of hurrah for them to try and get everybody that they've not liked for the last 4/5 years. And it's not justification, they shouldn't be doing it.
I know.
But it's like they know the end's coming. They know their influence is going.
Right. Well, anyway, I've said what I've had to say. Anyway, I'm waiting on everybody else. I don't know what's happened. I've just shared the link now. Anyway, so we'll just see if the rest of them are coming on. As I said, I've sent the link, so I will get this episode up. You watching it on the usual site, Charlotte? Yeah.
Not the one you've sent me, because this is only a 4-parter, so I've got it up on the one with adverts. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, I'll see if I can get it on the other one.
I've got it in this one. I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah, so I think Super Doctor does use that one.
Yeah, I'll use that one. There was one time in my life I had every single Doctor Who episode that was released. And because I had to move house and that things went into storage, and that storage and the dampness affected the tapes, and the tapes, I just had to get rid of them. And I just had a handful of DVDs, and that was just about it. But just thinking about building up my collection again.
It'd take a lot of time, mate.
Yeah. As I said to everybody anyway, if you're going to buy the physical copies, because, all of these sites try to edit and put disclaimers and all of this. So my advice would be to buy the physical copy. I think that's where we were all delighted when the digital age came in, and we could store all of these episodes and stuff onto Fire Sticks and all of this. But the effect of that was obviously, we got rid of our physical copies, and I think we all made a mistake, to be quite honest with you. I'm one of those as well. I made that mistake. Should have always kept the physical copy. Have the others as a backup, because you can see what's happening on all of these apps now. You want to put disclaimers, or they're editing out certain scenes.
And trigger warnings.
Warnings and all of this. So, and as I always say, if something offends you like that, well, then don't watch it and don't ruin the enjoyment for others. But on the same token, I was saying this to Lee on Alpha Omega stream, because we were watching Faulty Towers, and obviously we were saying that'd never be made today. There'd be disclaimers splashed all over it and stuff, and Lee was kind of giving out about the disclaimers, but I says, does it ruin your enjoyment for watching this program? We mightn't agree with it, but I mean, if this is what stops them from,
it's the lesser evil.
He did make the point, but they're never happy. They'll moan about something else. And he has a point. He has a valid point there. But, I don't mind a disclaimer. Sure, look at it. When I was watching Bleeding Only Fools and Horses, it had a disclaimer. There might be old-fashioned views or whatever.
Yeah.
There was on it.
What it is.
But I didn't give a crap. I still enjoyed Only Fools and Horses. The disclaimer comes up at the start, and then the episode starts. I don't really care, But, Lee is right, they get the disclaimer, and then they're not happy. They want something else, and then it's something else, and then it's something else.
Yeah, and also the problem is, because I was listening to a few people when a load of disclaimers being put onto things, the problem is then future generations, when they watch it, they're being told basically before the movie or TV or whatever the media is, before it starts, that you're going to get upset. So it's like planting that seed in their head that this is an offensive piece of media. That's the issue with them.
Yeah.
More down the line, that when we watch it, we already know what it was before, and we get the context. We understand it was made in a different time.
Mm.
Yeah.
But younger people who don't know that will just watch it maybe and go, God, this warning's telling me it's every phobic underneath the sun.
Mm.
So then they'll associate that with the media.
I just want to, it's getting ridiculous. It is. I mean, before you know it, there'll be fucking disclaimers on Popeye or something. You know?
Oh no, that will happen because of like how Olive is shown. Is Olive the woman in that?
Yeah, Olive Oil they call her or something. Yeah.
Because she's a bit of a damsel, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She is. Yeah. I do love Popeye. I grew up with Popeye. I even watched the movie with Robin Williams, and that's awful. But
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for him, though. You know, you could see what they tried to do. It obviously didn't work, but Robin Williams was perfect as Popeye. If you haven't seen it, just watch it for his performance. He's actually very, very good as Popeye.
Oh, we'll never get Robin, the likes of Robin again. Somebody who can be like that much of a serious actor.
Yeah.
And that much of a genius comic. I know that it's not exclusive to him because there is comics who can do the drama quite easily, but I just think his talent we're never going to see again.
Yeah. I always thought that Robin Williams would have made a good Doctor Who if there was an American film or something like that.
Actually, if it was a full American production, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's happening. I don't think because Lee was up early this morning.
He might be flat out.
He was still in the. He was still up when I was up, so I don't think he's going to be here. I think if Rabbi is streaming and PD Rich is going to be there, I think. So I think.
And Alpha's probably working, isn't he?
Well, Alpha is working. Alpha won't be here. Yeah. He'd be available later tonight. I think he's doing a stream with Lee, so Lee might skip this one actually if he's in bed getting some sleep. I'll just see if Rabbi is streaming.
I think it's set a reminder. I don't know if he's live, but I saw a reminder for his, because he usually does.
Oh no, he is. He's live now. Yeah, he's live now. So which means PD will be in the
He'll be moderating.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in his chat. Right, Grant. So we know where he is, which is fine because I know he mods for PD. But we'll start anyway. It's just the three of us, so I suppose we might as well go. I have it ready to go anyway. So
yeah, I've it ready as well.
Yeah, I have it ready. So people in the chat, I know it's not as busy tonight, but should we just start then?
Yeah, just do the countdown anyway. So if everybody in the chat is ready, just press 1. What we do is anybody that's new, we encourage you to get your copy of The Robots of Death, put the DVD in, get the first episode ready. We do a countdown from 5 to 1, and then we tell you to press play. And then obviously then as we're watching, myself and the panel will be talking along. And then at the end of all the episodes, then we do a short little brief review, and then we give our rating. So if everybody in the chat is ready, if you could do me a favor and press 1, and then we'll get this show on the road. And as you can see, my wife is putting in some stuff into the chat. Which people should pay attention to. She's putting in the policies on Twitter and stuff like that. But even though Twitter have policies, they don't seem to do anything about it. But we'll see. We'll see, because I'm not letting this go now.
Well, you've gone to something higher than Twitter, mate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they've also encouraged me. The police have also encouraged me though to go to Twitter. But see, the problem is, right, and this is where the problem lies, and then I'm going to drop it because we're going to do this classic watch along. The problem lies is that she could throw up that rubbish about me, but then she blocks me. So if I'm blocked, I can't go in and report what she's writing about me. And that's the thing that Twitter need to change. If someone blocks you, you should be still able to be. You should still be able to report those tweets, if you get me. But
well, you can actually, what you can actually do is you can copy the link to your account and go into another browser, but don't log into your account in that other browser. But you can see exactly what she's posted.
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing. I don't even know how to do that. You should know me by now. I can't even second. I can remember the time here. I couldn't even share screen on this, for God's sake. And remember the hassle that Cheryl had trying to share a second link. I mean, how long did it take me to finally get used to sharing the link?
It took you a while.
It took me a while. Everybody was slagging me for it. How can you be that bad? Even Cheryl takes this out me over that one. Right. Well, I don't think anybody's gonna press one in the chat.
Yeah. So I'll start.
So what we'll do is we'll just start anyway. Or maybe the chat in StreamYard's a bit slow. Let's see. I'll see if there's any. There doesn't seem to be. So what we'll do is we'll start anyway. So without further ado, Queenie.
Yep. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Dum 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 dum.
This thing's not starting for me. Just go anyway. I'll get a time. Here we go. Right. I'm going to.
Probably's just popped in the chat.
Who?
Problems in the chat. He's just said I broke it up.
Mate, do you want us to start? Because I actually paused. Do you want us to start again?
Maybe we should start again and get Lee on.
Right, Lee. If you want to come on, Lee, come on. I'll be all right, Stephanie, but thanks for popping in. Hold on. What's the story there? I see another account in there is he pretending to be Lee?
Well, I can't see you because has it got a wrench by his name?
No, the Lee one does, yeah. But then this one, Retro Regal, I'll be back in 30 minutes or so. Like,
I don't know this one.
I've never seen them in the chat before. I don't think so.
No, this is a new one that's come into the chat tonight.
Yeah, but they've not said anything untoward.
Right, it's grand. Look, I'll probably be a couple of seconds behind you on this one, but it's playing okay. So, so that's the main thing.
So what? I've paused it. Is that right? What we're watching?
Oh, did you pause it?
I don't know. What is Lee coming on, or we just?
I don't know. know.
I've got it playing now.
No, hold on. We'll start again then. Wait.
We'll start again.
We'll start again. Right. Hold on. Let me go back. This will probably be a bad idea though, but we'll start again. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Right. So hold your horses. Yeah. Lee, is just ask for Noel's Twitter so I can follow. Got confused and thought Noel was problem being so. Oh, okay. I don't know what it's a bit unusual asking for my Twitter account. I don't know. I've been following for a couple of weeks now. All right. Well, normally at the end of the stream, we put in all of the social medias and stuff like that. So wait till the end of the stream.
And this is a 4-parter at least, so it's a classic episode.
I find this one interesting because it's Tom Baker and Louise Jameson in the TARDIS, and Leela is kind of wondering why the TARDIS is bigger on the inside than the outside. And it's quite clever how Tom gets two cubes, one larger, one smaller, and that, and he puts the large one at a distance, and then the small one, and he says something to Leela. The large one would fit inside the small one, and that's how the TARDIS kind of works.
Well, yeah, it's what Doctor Who does best when it's written by very clever people. It's a concept which could be really hard to get your head round, but they find a way to simplify it without losing the intelligence. And that's what that scene's about, isn't it? Because and it's a sort of a shame we haven't had that sort of in the new run, because they all just sort of go, oh, it's bigger on the inside.
See, what I like is that the classic, they enter the TARDIS, they get confused, they look around, and then they go outside the
happens
police
in
box,
old Who, doesn't it?
And they go right around it and feel right around
Tyler
it.
did that though. Rose Tyler did that. Do you remember?
Yeah, I like that scene.
TARDIS, and then she runs around. She panics, and then she goes back out and she starts running around the TARDIS.
I think they've all done that, haven't they?
Like that.
Okay, I remember Donna doing something similar.
Yeah, Donna done that.
Right, here he is. Hey, Lee.
Hello, sorry everyone.
You fell asleep. I even said he was up the same time as me, and he didn't go to bed until I probably went to bed as well.
Yeah, I was burning the candle at both ends. Oh, sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
Okay.
Get it ready. Come on.
Right, we'll get this ready.
Hold your horses.
We'll start again. That was a false start, as they say in the Olympics. False start.
There's people like rolling their eyes. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I know. That was your fault, isn't it? You always like to make an entrance.
Yeah, not usually like an embarrassing one. Right.
He likes to make an entrance.
Here we go.
Lee wouldn't believe he didn't turn up late and make an entrance.
Right, off we go.
Are we ready now, boss?
Yep.
Right. Is everybody in the chat now ready? You can press 1 to see disaster area is there and other people are there. If you are ready now, please press 1 and Charlotte will do the countdown again.
You know what Lee really wanted to do? He just wanted to hear me say go for like the second time. Yeah. That's what it was.
It is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Go. Wake me up before you go.
Oh God.
Go.
Okay,
I'm gonna a thing now. I can tell.
Go.
Did I come back for this?
Yeah, you did. Well, what's worse, me reminding you of steps last night on Daniel's.
Oh, don't. No, I yeah, that's true. You did. Yeah, there's no getting away from it.
You brought it up.
Yeah, no, but he said something and I was like, oh, but yeah, they're still around. How does this happen? Okay.
Right, I see a couple of ones. Are we going to wait for a few more to appear? Or?
One. There you go.
Yeah, we can go ahead. If you want to. I'm just sending because I was a bit late myself, so that's why I'm not really really on top of things today. So
yeah, compass mentis. You're not like I mean, we must be in a similar boat then, because it's just
I had a rough morning, obviously, because I spoke about it at the start of the stream. But you know why? I just yourself. But I'm all right now. I just right. If we're ready, we will go this time. So Charlie, you can do the countdown now.
Yep. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Well, at least I'll be level, which is this time now.
That's true.
There you go. There's the old TARDIS going through. That is one of the best.
Yeah.
There's
it's
Tom.
the one I based mine on.
Yeah. It's Tom. There's the logo. One of the best logos ever.
Well, you can sort of see how, like, even Russell, when it when he brought it back, you can see the influence, can't you, of this?
Yeah, you
time
can.
tunnel.
I will give you that. Yeah.
Obviously, it was a lot more techy and advanced when Russell did it, but oh, it's coming through on somebody's quite loud.
Great bubble shot.
It's because of the music, I suppose. The music's quite high in notes.
It's a bit like Thunderbirds, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like even the way they've done the model makes me think of the old show.
It's not bad. The effects in this are not that
Oh
bad.
no,
I
it's
don't
good.
think.
It just reminds me just very much of it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of like, now you hardly see model shots for stuff like that. It's all computer animated nowadays.
So basically, this is in the future, and the robots are serving mankind, and but then they begin to kind of we'll see them turn against them.
Yeah, I think we saw this around a year and a half ago. I think. Because we did definitely do this, but I think it was over a year and a half ago.
It's the voices that I found creepy with these things.
Yeah.
More than the look of them, actually.
I think I've got a character options figure of the Robots of Death.
Yeah.
Well, you got character options for everything nowadays, so
yeah,
you're very surprised if there wasn't one for these.
I was going to say the robot faces in this remind me of the robots in Voyage of the Damned.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably did that on purpose.
And again,
not as good.
No, and again, iRobot, it's kind of a similar theme. Robots help humans, robots turn against humans.
Oh yeah, it's always the thing in sci-fi. Never trust a robot.
Have you checked out Odyssey? You can actually show the episode while you're watching it. No, I haven't seen Odyssey, no. But how does that look like, dear?
Yeah, how does that get around copyright?
Yeah, and how does it work for YouTube, if you get me?
Oh, well, Odyssey's another streaming platform. It's not YouTube. It's one of these newer ones that's come along.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they can get away with doing that then.
I like this shot here, the model TARDIS.
I love this bit. She's like,
yeah.
He wants me to keep doing this.
If you want to. It's a yo-yo.
It's a yo-yo.
But it's her sort of, because of obviously her being a cave woman, it's the sort of innocence of it, isn't it? Almost, of just being told, you do that, and she just carries on doing it.
Just takes everything so literally.
Yeah. That's why she's sort of in a little bit like the female Jamie at times. I think her and Jamie, like, whenever fans do, let's put all companions together, I think those two would have got on quite well.
Yeah, definitely. The sort of savage meets savage, really.
Yeah, sort of similar personalities at times as well, just to be quite blunt.
And curious.
Yeah, and I really, like I said, if I were to ever write anything like that, I would probably, if I was doing classic companions, put Jamie and Leela.
That's a great idea. I can't understand why no one's done that at Big Finish yet.
Well, has the actress passed away?
No.
For Leela?
No, she's still going strong.
She's alive and kicking. She's alive and kicking. As Lee said on Big Finish,
Yeah,
so you're right then. I'm surprised they haven't.
She's a writer now as well.
I actually like that TARDIS prop. I think the Newbury box is, even though the dimensions are a bit kind of different in it, but I do like the kind of chunkiness of it, and the roof being a wee bit kind of squat.
I like it. I would have just made it bigger and.
You notice as well, though, a lot of these actors and actresses that maybe have starred in Doctor Who Some of them have went on to actually write some Doctor Who stories themselves.
Yeah.
You know, interesting.
Actually, this console, I think this was actually really a writing desk.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
they kind of made it into a kind of TARDIS console.
Yeah.
Well, they did work in the other one.
Yeah.
I love the way he grabs his hat, folds his hat in his pocket.
Yeah.
Well, Davidson would do that with his.
Well, did she? I have to ask this because she's obviously English, yeah. Your one, Jenna,
Yeah.
James, is not her name, yeah.
Louise Jameson.
Oh yeah, I keep getting mixed up with that. But she always seemed very tanned, so she must have holidayed a lot.
Sunbedded a lot or a lot of makeup.
What was there? I was going to ask that question. I didn't want to sound stupid. Were there sunbeds back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think so. Anyway, I'm pretty sure.
Plus, also in this, you don't know how much they added with makeup.
Yeah.
Because they can easily make. Obviously, I think if she naturally had skin, that was a bit olive or a little bit. But if they put makeup on top of it, it can make it look browner, can't it?
Look at that costume that woman's wearing. That is the same costume as the regenerating Romana in Destiny of the Daleks was wearing.
Oh, Disaster just said it was makeup in the chat.
Oh,
okay. Very similar.
Yeah.
Right, because I've always found that, because, you know, like Irish people, I have olive skin, obviously, but, like, you know, mostly Irish and English people are very pasty, you know? Because we don't get much sun.
Oh no, you can spot us whenever you go aboard, like from a mile off because of that.
Oh, there you go. Stephanie's giving you a reply. No.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, Odyssey considers what belongs to be part of purpose of review and analysis, and therefore exempt from copyright laws.
Yeah, let's see if that changes when they get bigger.
Yeah.
Well, then you would think that YouTube would have the same.
Well, you think, but only YouTube's gotten more draconian, I think, rather than more liberating. It's sort of more confining and constraining smaller channels. I think, even if the law isn't as very specific on this because it hasn't kept up with digital situations, evolving situations, I think they need to start relaxing these things so a lot of people can't use music to teach music on YouTube, without getting a copyright strike. I think these things need to find a way that they can monetize it for themselves and as plays. Maybe it's that way they would do.
Nice to see you, David. Oh, the scream. Very dramatic scream.
Well, this scene is literally like something from a slasher movie. Like the way it's shot, it's almost like the robot's Jason. Do you know? With the music and the sort of you can just see the feet and then the sort of vision from the robot. It's very slasher-like.
Yeah.
So don't forget to check out last night's stream and the stream that we had on Alpha's channel as well. We had such a laugh there as well.
You invited Bolstrek on because I watched it afterwards, and that's always your mistake, mate, when it comes to not having a crazy stream.
In fairness, though, he didn't. He normally does come on and doesn't give a crap, but because
he made one potty mouth thing and then stopped, and then it was Noel who made potty mouth at the end.
Yeah, so it was grand. It was. I have to be honest. He knows because he doesn't want to antagonize anybody either himself. It's why he doesn't stream as much as he used to, or do the video as many videos as he used to do. So he was great. I have to say, there was a laugh when he came on. We always have a laugh anyway, but we also made a lot of people cry. which was yeah.
There's my coat that I've got.
Oh, what, Tom's coat?
Yeah, the brown velvet one, but it's not as long. It's down to the knee.
I will. I'll check that out, Stephanie. Thanks for letting us know. We'll definitely check it out. You always know when a robot goes evil, right? Because it's even the same in today's movies. The eyes will go red or
red
something.
eyes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like the little universal symbol, isn't it?
Yeah. Danger.
That's the same with the Ood as well.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. No, I never thought of that, but yeah, they basically use the same trick.
An actress with the brown hair, she's Pamela Salem, and she's also in Remembrance of the Daleks.
Ah.
It's quite an interesting, though, crew dynamic in this story, because you can just tell, like, they all hate each other's guts.
Yeah.
And it's just like the slow screw of who cracks first, almost.
Yeah.
With them, like, only literally being there because of the money, so they just sort of tolerate each other.
Actually, yeah, that'd be a good idea, Cheryl, to put it on the commute so we don't have to keep. So it's
and of course you got Brian Croucher as well, who's in this. Plays the second Avon in Blake 7.
Yeah. We've got Cybermass Strike says that all in it for the money. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can tell that's sort of the bit, if you want to say, like, this has got a bit of a political message to it, this story. It's sort of the commercial angle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the sort of how far are people willing to go for that? And then obviously the ethics of robots and whether should you treat them as full beings or not. Or just literally treat them as just a piece of machinery.
I love that line. Was he like this when you found him? And your man goes, yeah, a little bit fresher.
It's like a bicycle backlight.
It is.
Reflectors.
It is. They're the reflectors that you used to put on your bike. I wouldn't be surprised if they are actually reflectors, man. You remember the ones you used to get out of Kellogg's?
Yeah, I remember the wee Kellogg's cornflakes, the wee kind of the cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, I had them. I collected them all. Used to love when my mum and dad got either a box of cornflakes or Rice Krispies, and the first thing you would do is put your hand in through the box.
Yeah.
The reflectors. That'll be parents used to always give out that. Wait until it comes out of the box. Wait until it comes out, because they'll be fighting over who gets the reflectors and all. And then they used to do the little stickers and the cards and stuff. I don't know if they do that nowadays, but that
they do.
Used to be great.
It's the wee Kellogg's cornflakes reflectors went on your wheels, your spokes. And you used to just put them onto your spokes, and they just slid right in, but they kept falling off when you were going about.
Don't worry about it, Stephanie. It's all good. It's all good. Obviously, I had to address what happened, because if trolls come in, he didn't know what was going on. And you know me, I always, I'm up front, which is always. So. By the way, no diversity in Doctor
I know, I was thinking that today watching it.
See, it's a lie. It's the same with Star Trek. It's the same with Star Wars and stuff. Well, Star Trek and Doctor Who are the ones that are targeted the most. But I suppose you could say the same with Star Wars as well. But I mean, it's always been a false narrative, and that's being pushed I mean, this is a strong woman here. In my day, it was snooty figures. Ah, nice.
Sooty, not snooty.
Sooty, yeah. Sooty, that's the teddy bear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an English thing. Yeah.
Do you know what my favourite Sooty quote is from Sooty?
What's that?
Busy, let's get busy.
We
He
had
never said
Bosco.
anything, did he?
I was gonna say Sooty was the one that didn't speak. The other, it was it was the female badger. What was she called?
No,
Sue.
Panda.
Oh, is it
Sue.
Panda? Sorry.
Sue speaked, Sweep
spoke.
squeaked, and Sooty said
Sweep
nothing.
squeaked, yeah.
This is what I grew up with as a kid.
Sweep's my
I'll
favourite.
show you a picture. Now, this puppet was kidnapped, by the way. This puppet was kidnapped, and there was a ransom put out
Lamb
to get it
chops.
back because it's years old, the puppet, and it's called Bosco. And I'm going to show you a picture of Bosco's, and had a squeaky little woman's voice, right? But Bosco was great. We learned stuff in the zoo. They brought us the factories and all, showed us how they made ice cream and stuff like that. So this was Bosco. Isn't Bosco cute?
Oh, he's cute.
Does anybody remember Pub?
Yeah. Pop reminds me of that Scottish Conservative
Gove.
minister. What's his face?
Michael Gove.
Yeah. I always call him Pop because he just looks like Pop.
Seriously.
Oh, I call him many
Except
things.
I want
but
to
I can't
spit
say
at
them
him
on air.
rather than...
Here we go. That'll be enough. Yeah.
Please wait here.
Please wait here. Wait.
I do
I
like
love
how
this room. And that looks like the same couch from Blake 7 from The Liberator.
It could be.
they probably nicked it from the set.
Probably did.
There's 17 people watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, especially if you're a fan of this story. And Cyber Match Strike says, "Love these robots. Wish we got more of these. Have you read the sequel novel Corpse Marker by Chris Boucher? Boucher, yeah. I can never see. Why do English people, no offense, but why and Americans, why do you have weird second names or something, man?
You cannot talk. You're Irish. Your first name on your
We've got
You've only got like 5 names. I mean,
Carol.
what's the matter with you?
You know, Glyn, which is Welsh.
Siobhan, which is like loads of V's in it, but like, you know,
that's my
it's all
point.
B's.
Your first name. Like, there's so many
I
Irish
know,
first names. You can't. English
I love
people
the names,
can't say
yeah.
them.
Siobhan, Sinead.
I think one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard is Lee Mack talking about Irish first names. Because he was talking about, he had some women in like the front row and he did the typical "what's your name" thing on one of his shows. And she said her name and he was like, "How do you spell that then?" And it was the Irish spelling. And it was, it's such a funny joke.
No, this
I
is
can't tell it.
this is a Pertwee. This is not a Pertwee episode. It's Tom Baker. Baker. And it's on, I don't know if it's on BritBox in America. I'm pretty sure it'd have to be because that was the whole point of BritBox.
It was,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
BritBox has all the Classic Who, even in America.
Yeah.
And it's got Blake 7 in American BritBox finally.
Yeah.
So that's also really good. So I'd watch that as well if I were you.
So as I said, it's
Yeah, this is season 14.
Yeah.
no problem. Retro resolution. But that's why we do New Who as well.
I don't think they'll get away with that today. I mean, Leela flashing the knife and all that all the time.
Oh no, not in New Who.
No, it's the
No.
thing. I think the knife you get away with. It's the outfit you wouldn't get away with nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see new faces in the chat there.
I
Yeah,
remember
resolution.
there was going to be something with Martha Jones in a bikini in Doctor Who, and I think Russell T Davies was going to put it in there, but they told him not to.
Well, I suppose he got sort of close to some of Rosie's outfits in like the first 2 seasons. When actually the one she was in, some of her outfits were a bit. You could tell he was doing it for the lads. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, New Who was great for a good long while, but the next tomorrow's episode is not many people's favourite.
Oh, we'll have fun roasting it.
We're on Matt Smith's season right now, his second season, and the next episode we're on is Let's Kill Hitler.
Oh, no.
I might oversleep again tomorrow.
If you're not here tomorrow to suffer with the rest of us, you're never coming on again. Right? You're going to suffer with the rest of us. Feck off. You don't get a free pass here.
Oh, feck.
Heaven Sent is one of the best episodes ever. I think it's the greatest episode.
Written. Yeah, I'm sick to death of seeing these trendy kids on Twitter go, "Oh, it's so overrated."
No,
it's like, no, it's not overrated.
It's
you
not
idiot.
overrated.
You don't understand it. That's your problem. It's too complicated for you. Go and watch your Jodie episodes. That's all.
That's it.
Enough of that.
That's it. Go and watch them. They're more clear.
Don't try and read Wuthering Heights. Go and read John and Janet.
You love Hellbent too until me turns up. No, I'm sorry. You've lost me there now, Cyber Matt Strikes. You've lost me there. Hellbent is an abomination. It's because the Doctor shoots the General, right?
Yeah, the Doctor would never do that.
I have a ton of audiobooks of the classic novels. Been a fan since Tom's era. Same here, been a fan of it since Tom's era.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't go along and say how many regenerations he got left and then fire a gun like that. That's why I don't like it.
We're not saying
the Doctor hasn't killed. Doctor has always killed, right? We know that. But he wouldn't go and do something like that. That was totally out of character.
It's a bit merciless, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the problem was, like, when it comes to violence in general with the Doctor, I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding at times. The Doctor is capable of it. The Doctor understands that sometimes if you've got no other option on the table,
exactly,
you have to use violence.
Mary Whitehouse must have had a fit in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, wasn't it the one that famously got her attention and like got her started on Doctor Who to sort of try and get it?
But just going back to your point, Charlotte, because you make an absolutely fantastic point. I mean, look in the fires of Pompeii. I mean, when he's talking to Donna, when Donna doesn't want them, and then he goes, "But if I don't do it, do you see the decision I have to make?" So he was put in the position where, on one hand, he realized that he was the one that started the whole Pompeii thing off because he had to blow up the whole thing like that. That's what I mean. There are times where he has no choice, but in that episode, Hellbent, he had a choice, and this is why I don't like it. He had a choice, but he chose to pick up a gun and shoot someone at point blank.
Yeah, that's also I was going to say. It was the fashion it was done. It was point blank. It was cold, and it was also somebody who he was a friend to.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
When we're ready, please press 1, and we'll get to the second. We'll get to the second second episode.
Second sexy episode.
And then we'll do the old countdown. Oh, there's Ted. He didn't like me doing that. Sorry, Ted.
Yeah, but Lee, I've just seen what you were saying. In Kill the Moon, he didn't use violence.
We're just talking about the his worst episode, and there's a few to choose from.
What's wrong with you?
Kill the Moon being one.
Well, you just put Clara in any episode, and it just not naturally becomes bad. I'm sorry.
I just think there's just so many examples of like how they shafted him with such bad writing. It's just so bloody fair. Really is. He deserves so much better. I mean, the best actor and the New Who run to play the Doctor, and they're just giving
tell everybody to follow your channel. Would that make you happy? Let's tell everybody to follow your channel.
Teddy.
Don't forget to follow Teddy's channel. That was him reminding me. Don't forget, Daddy, to tell people that I have a new video.
Bless him.
Yeah, so in the chat, if we can have ones, please.
I need to get the episode queued, but I'll match up. We'll catch up. I'll give you a couple of more seconds to get it matched up. You're on episode 2 now, Robot. The robots are dead.
Episode 2.
No, you're the person to ask. I've got some lemon chicken that I made the other day,
Right?
And I'm going to put it with rice. But what should I put in the rice to bring out that flavour?
Well, it depends what the rice is.
It's just your long grain rice.
Oh, just plain long grain rice, and you wanna flavour it up.
Zazz it up a bit.
Zazz it up a bit. Have you any garlic?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Right. Let me see. Garlic. Have you any? So you lemon chicken though? It's lemon chicken. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, I put lemon and cumin on it. Sorry.
Yes, you could do that. But add a little bit of garlic to it to give it a bit of a kick.
Yeah. I mean, I've already got cumin on the chicken.
Right. Well, I mean, if you're going to be cooking the rice, and then obviously when you drain your rice off. My suggestion is because it's long grain rice, throw it in the frying pan and actually put a bit of lemon on the rice, right? And then I forgot to tell you first, cook the garlic up if you're going to put the garlic in first, because you don't want to eat raw garlic, right?
Well, what I would do is I put oil in the pan, put some crushed garlic in there, let it stew for a bit, then take it out. Right, and then put the
but that's the right way to do it. Yeah, that's the right way to do it anyway. Yeah, but lemon chicken is lovely, mate. I
made some really good egg fried rice the other day. Some sesame oil and some
butter
and lovely.
Let me ask: did you make the lemon chicken yourself, or did you buy the Is it the one out of Tesco?
No, I got chicken fillet breast, and then
nice.
Usually I put like rosemary and thyme on it and stuff like that. But I didn't have any, so I just put some cumin and lemon and olive oil.
Yeah.
Whack it in the oven for 20 odd minutes, and that's it.
Nice. That's Always
keep it simple.
Do it that way. It is simple. Captain Robert April apparently is late for a Fortnite tournament that has a potential for a payout. I play Fortnite myself. I'm on PlayStation 4. It's cross-platform. So if you just want to text me privately on DMs, and I'll let you know where you can find me, and maybe myself and Captain play sometime. Someone is pressing buttons. I love that. Who's pressing buttons?
Not me.
It's not me.
So hold on, there's beeps and nobody's pressing buttons. So one of you is lying to me. Right?
Come on, own up.
Own up. Who is it?
That sounded like a microwave, and I'm upstairs in my room right now.
Right, so it's not Charlotte, because I believe Charlotte. So it's one of you two lads.
Well, I'm too bloody knackered to move, so I'm sat here at my desk.
It's super, Doctor.
All right.
He's making his tea. That's what I said. It sounded like a microwave.
I love it. It doesn't matter. I'm just joking.
It's this new microphone that I've got in the headset. It picks up absolutely everything.
For God's sake. So what?
And it was just a cheaper one out of when I went up to Glasgow, it was a cheap one out of TK Maxx, about £3 or something like that.
Well, see how well we're good detectives on this channel. Right, let's get it, because I see a couple of ones in the chat, so everybody is ready. Hold on, we'll just see if Retro Resolution is ready.
Yeah, I think he was saying before.
Oh, he does. There's the one.
Yep.
There's the one. Oh, sorry, I don't know if you're a bloke or a woman, so I apologize if I
misgendered you,
or assuming your gender, as they say. Welcome to the channel anyway, and thank you for the support. It means a lot. It does.
That's nice.
So are we ready? We're ready now. So
Yep, we're ready. All good. Let's go. Thumbs
knock
up. There you
yourself
go.
out. I don't
Lovely.
mean quite literally knock yourself out because that'd be bad. But I mean,
Yeah.
knock yourself out.
Just go and watch series 11. That'll knock you
Yeah,
out.
that'll do it to me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Plinkety plonk, plinkety plonk, plinkety plonk, plinkety plonk.
You know what? I've been watching as Lee and many
Bloke
know.
says retro. Bloke.
Very loudly, so we were right.
Right, great. But lovely. Stephanie has given us this. Can someone screenshot Stephanie's message there to me and send it to me because she's given me Captain Robert April's
Done.
good man. Hi everyone, thanks for having me. He. No problem. Look, we like new people on the channel because we like when people come and check out the channel for themselves because, you know, people will lie about this channel, but it's a different story when they come on or they come into the chat and they see that we're all quite friendly, which we are, but we take no bull. That's one thing to be said. We don't take any crap because we're here to obviously enjoy Doctor Who. So every weekend for anybody that is new to the channel, because obviously we have over the last few weeks recently gotten new subs. So for anybody that doesn't know, every Saturday we do Classic WhoZone, we call it, and we pick a classic episode of Doctor Who, or classic story, I should say, not episode. Classic story, and we sit around as friends and we watch it and we discuss it. And then on Sundays we have New Who, and we're on Matt Smith's season, his second season, which is season 6, which is not the greatest in the world, but as I said, we are on the next episode, which is Let's Kill Hitler, which is diabolical, but don't go there. We're still going to do it anyway, and Lee is not going to miss it. He won't be dodging that party.
I might feign death just to escape it.
I don't blame him. I'm pretty sure he'll come up with an excuse tomorrow anyway.
Well, no, we'll just have fun off, like roasting the thing. And this is coming from like a massive Matt Smith fan. It's not a good episode.
It's not. It's not on every level. It's not. My favorite part, obviously, is when Hitler gets smacked and gets put into the cupboard.
Yeah.
No, that's my least favorite bit.
Oh, is it? Oh no, that's my favorite part. I don't like the whole part with River Song walking through Berlin and like, you know, doing the stuff that she does. That's cringe to me. That is, man.
It's the regeneration from Mel's into River. It's so cringy.
No, I think the whole scene when she's trying to kill him, it's just like a comedy sketch.
I don't know. I rather like that scene where she kisses him and then she tells him that she's actually poisoned him, and then Matt's doctor then starts losing the feel of his legs. Then I thought that was actually good. I did like that part, but again, the problem I have with River Song is that we find out that she is Melody Pond. We found out in the last episode. And I thought that was a bit of a cop-out. I would have liked River to be someone else. Yes, make her a Time Lord, but you know, not Rory and Amy's bloody child. I mean, I don't know what he was playing at.
But if they made her Susan Foreman, I don't know.
These robots are deadly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, literally as well. I love the design. It is a design.
Yeah.
Chap on Twitter, his name escapes me. Did a model of the mask to make his own mask of one of the robots. What's it, KOV, and looks fantastic. You know, it's such a striking design. I love that sort of Art Deco Oriental kind of look to it.
Ballstreck put up the photograph where he met Peter Capaldi. Man, last night was a bit heartbreaking, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we've sussed it, and then Eddie basically last night, this morning, he said, because Daniel obviously had shared the article, fair play to you, Daniel, by the way, and Eddie had seen it, and he retweeted it, and he gave his 2 cents, and he says he was encouraged by Chris Chibnall to leave. So basically, you know, as I said, and I put up a video from the 26th of June, I think it was, 2019. I did a video, and I found it in 2019 where the article that Ballstreck is talking about, I took a few screenshots of it, and it's in this video. And, you know, he's talking about staying with Doctor Who for a very long time. So that was back in June the 25th, 2019. And I threw that video up this morning, you might as well say. So,
well, that's the thing. It takes so many years for these things to come out, doesn't it?
yeah.
It never comes out when it happens in the industry. Anything. It takes like 3 or 4 years.
So look at all the stuff with JNT. A lot of that didn't come out until like maybe the 90s and stuff. Then we start hearing stories and stuff of how bad it was. You know, people kind of, and even back then, Doctor Who fans, you know, on the forums were speculating what was going on. See, this is not a new phenomenon, you know, with fans. There's fans out there don't realize that this is always what we've always done. Doctor Who fans will always speculate. It's just we've got social media now, and you know yourself, you can discuss them openly now. But they used to have the little forums back in the day, or they'd meet up.
Aside from that, I'd be very surprised if Capaldi comes back for any special in the distant future with some of the comments he's recently come out with. So I think he's been very polite when he said in the round of interviews recently, "Oh, they're not a special if you keep doing them." I think that was him being very polite myself. And there's personal reasons that he wouldn't want to come back. Well done, Leela. Give him a good kick. I mean, you could have aimed for that headpiece. It's quite in your face. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just read me messages now. Yep. Bring that. You wouldn't get away with that now. Bring that. It's funny how fans are all saying that Doctor Who is going to start in October. You don't need to have rumours or leaks. I said this on the channel months ago.
October and /November, wasn't it? Was the months that were sort of being floated.
You know, of course it's going to start in. I always said it. It'll be the second last week in October or the first week in November, because obviously, you know, if it's going to line up with the New Year special, you know, you don't need rumors and leaks to suss that shit out. It's funny the amount of people out there that are claiming they have leaks and information. We spoke about this. You don't need leaks, and you know, it was always going to either start in October or November. You don't have to have source information to suss that out. And of course it'd be in October, because if you think about it, the second last week in October, because if you think about it, it's a 6-week run because we're getting less episodes or something, right? So that goes all the way up until the New Year's Day. And then they have the New Year special. then I reckon the next one, as I've said on this channel months ago while we were talking about it, the next one will probably be in Easter, and they'll probably, and then the one then the last one will be for the centenary,
which is October, I think people were
yeah,
saying.
which is in October next year. So you don't need source information or leaked information. It's kind of funny the amount of these people that are claiming to have sources all of a sudden.
See, I like this. This is like a proper little Miss Marple thing of now they're all just like, you're the murderer, no, you're the murderer.
No, who done it?
Yeah,
Literally, who done it?
Yeah, it's a proper little whodunit scene, isn't it? And the doctor's just sort of
Doctor
stood
Who
there,
done it?
laughing at them almost in the background, just sort of not saying like,
Yeah.
you do know there's a third option you idiots aren't thinking about.
It's the same in the Leisure Hive. He gets the blame for the deaths.
Wow.
So that's the thing when Tommy.
I just love Tom here.
Best line ever.
Yeah. Oh.
That's the thing with Tom's doctor. If he's smiling at you, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
If he's fully grinning at you, you're
That's
like,
it. Then you know shit is gonna happen. That's it. That's what I mean.
It's like, I'm either being an idiot or I'm about to die. Those are your two options.
This is why Tom is the definitive doctor, like Peter Capaldi and Tom Baker, you know, and Pertwee I'd put in me Holy Trinity. I'd even go as far as put Matt Smith in there now because we've been watching Matt and his mannerisms, his facial expressions and his acting is absolutely terrific. Yeah. I mean, look, we've been spoiled, especially during the new Who run. We got Christopher Eccleston first and David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi. I mean, the casting of all of those were great. Even though I had me doubts about David Tennant, as I said, I had me doubts about Matt Smith. But, you know, even though, you know, I slightly like Matt Smith's Doctor better over David Tennant's because I didn't like the kind of jokey nature of his Doctor. But when he was serious and stories like Midnight and stuff, you know, that's when David Tennant to me was at his best. Metal straps, you can clearly see that plastic. That bendy plastic stuff. Do you know what they are? I can tell you exactly what they are. They're like the reflectors that you get on, do you know the road cones?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Well, I think isn't that why Leela almost has the line of, "Oh, they look like really." What did she say? Like when the robots could bend them really easily, and I don't know if that's a bit of a cheeky nod. Almost, and yeah, they look a bit fake.
I'm taking it very, very seriously.
Oh, Cyber Matt will be able to do his Doctor for years to come if he wants to come back.
Yeah, if he wants to come back, that's the thing now.
Well, the problem is he's getting now big in America again, isn't he?
Well, he deserves it, you know.
He really does.
When he left Doctor Who, you know, there was big things expected of him when he went to Hollywood, but few of the movies that he starred in, they cut his scenes, which I thought was bang out of order, to be quite honest with you. Then he did The Crown, which kind of re-established him. And I thought he was brilliant as Prince Philip in The Crown. I still baffled by the fact that they didn't keep them on and put himself and Claire Foy in older looking makeup and stuff. And
yeah, but that's the pattern now because have you seen? It's starting to come out who's the new castings they've got for the next series of Crown.
Yeah.
So it seems to be a 2-series cycle, doesn't it?
It does. It does. That show is finishing up soon anyway.
What? They've got loads that they could do yet. One.
No,
Where
he
have you
says
heard that?
he's not going to go up to the present day. He's only going to go as far as maybe I think if I'm right, it'll go up as far as the Princess Diana stuff in Paris.
Oh, I wanted him to do the. Oh, that I was so wanting them to get to like some of the rubbish recently.
No, he won't because it's too.
Yeah, he'll get in trouble.
Yeah. Great show, though. I have to say.
I started watching it recently.
Yeah, I think the last couple of seasons now, personally speaking, have been the weakest. I think the first couple of seasons were brilliant.
So this is an interesting little mystery. Like you do think, like, why does she hate him so much? Like you could tell it's properly like it's personal, but you don't know that until like the last bit when she ends up being killed. Like what her history is with him.
The Prime Directive. That's it. That's why we shouldn't mess with artificial intelligence. You know?
Oh, it's going to kill us one day. I've accepted that. It's just going to kill the human race one day.
Well, they will, if you think about it, because they look at things logically.
Yeah, they'll look at us and go
planet.
like, you cause violence and wars and everything that's horrible in the world. Let's just wipe you guys out. That's just going to happen.
That's it. Or they'll enslave us. But it won't end. But it won't end. Even Elon Musk warned about it, and now he's come out with a robot. And like people are saying, but I thought you said artificial intelligence is dangerous. But the thing about it is a robot, but it can learn. So I think that's a bad idea. But there you go.
It's a curiosity, no. Like all scientists and sort of that sort of realm of science, it's just curiosity. So it's just they don't think, God, this might end up terrible. They just think, God, I want to have a go. Do you know? What if? Like it's the ultimate what if thing, isn't it? Of sort of.
Strong.
Yeah, retro. Yeah, there's one doctor that we're not all keen on. You're right about that one. Terry Nation always had the Daleks releasing diseases on planets. Very irrelevant now, says Cybermat Strikes. I do like the Daleks, though. Yeah, those shows are ridiculous. I agree with you, retro.
They're a bit disco, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like almost like platforms.
Yeah, all you're waiting for is the disco music of the 70s.
Yeah.
A bit of Bee Gees.
She's about to die.
But like I said, I found it quite interesting. Like, I think if this story would have been done now, by like the second episode, everybody would have started to click about the robots. But it's really interesting that it isn't literally till like the last half an hour of the last part that they suddenly all go, "Oh God, it's the robots killing us." And I think it's quite.
Well, of course, if it was done today, it'll all be done in one bloody episode in 45 minutes, wrapped up and done, which I think is the main problem with this current era.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you need to multiple. The only reason I did these single 45-minute or hour-long episodes was because they thought the Americans wouldn't understand the format of doing serials within a series, which I think is a bit patronizing, frankly.
Well, in fairness, though, we have heard the rhetoric coming out now that Doctor Who is not going to come back in its present form. So, I mean, will they go back to this model? It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. Philip Hinchcliffe recently came out. Well, I don't know if it was recently, but it's he's been promoting his new Big Finish story, which sadly isn't very good, I'm afraid. But I love the man, But he was talking about how Chibnall showed him round, and Chibnall did this, and Chibnall he showed me that, and then he was asked about what makes Doctor Who successful, and he said, well, the 20-odd minute, 30-minute episodes and over a serial works better. And then he went on to say that RTD and Moffat did brilliantly at this, and he didn't mention Chibnall once.
That's what I mean, but people mistook that he was praising Chibnall. He wasn't.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Chibnall.
And I took out the clip from the interview, and he didn't. He said how he walked him around the studio and showed him how things were done. But when it came to praising the current era, he only mentioned RTD and Moffat. Did not mention Chibnall.
Exactly.
At all.
As I said to you, though, guys, check out Waris Hussein's interview that he
I
did.
watched that now. It's very telling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
He came out straight. He came out straight, and you could tell he's not a fan.
Straight talker, that
guy.
But here's the thing: it's like people of that generation and era now. They can say what they want.
Yeah.
And he was
be candid.
Well, I mean, he's got his shield. He's got the I was racially kind of abused over all those years, and I think and he's gay. He's a gay Asian man, and he brought in Doctor Who. He was the original director. So I mean, he's got far too much protected status and kudos along with it.
Yeah, but I think
he's utilising that to say the current era is shit, basically.
Yeah,
which is great.
But he does. He doesn't shy away from it because the two people that are interviewing him say that they don't like the current era. Actually, they go as far as to say that they're not really. One of them in particular prefers the classic version of Doctor Who and doesn't like the New Who version. Where the other guy, he did like some elements of New Who and stuff, but you could tell that Waris didn't. He's not a fan of where the show has gone.
Well, no, all you need to know is, and it was interesting because this is what Eddie actually said months ago. Another thing of you guys talking and then months later on it happening. He said months ago, if you ask a lot of people, they do not want to come back to the show currently.
Mm.
And they asked him that. They said, "Oh, would you want to come back today?" And as soon as they said it, he went, "No." He didn't wait. He didn't hesitate.
No,
so for me, that was a real big. Oh yeah, that's him saying he doesn't agree with it.
Yeah, and Verity Lambert herself, she was very critical of the Sylvester McCoy era. She didn't like that at all. She thought it was just unbelievable characters, and she kind of was very outspoken against it.
Waris's doctor will always be Hartnell, though. That's the thing. You could tell.
Yeah, you could tell he was very attached.
Yeah, he was very attached to that, and he says that's the purest form of Doctor Who that you'll get. Now there is a lot of fans out there that have not watched that after Hartnell. They've stopped at Hartnell. And that's weird. There's actually people out there like that never continue to watch the show after William Hartnell regenerated, which I find kind of baffling, but at the same time I can understand it to a certain extent.
Well, my father, loves Doctor Who. He's watched it throughout until obviously the current era. He watched it since Hartnell, and Hartnell, he told me, well, it's still his favorite Doctor. To him, that's the Doctor, and
exactly,
it's your first one. Don't really, but I mean, that's the first one, in history.
Well,
he still watched it, in the knew who era and stuff, and watched it religiously.
Yeah. Right,
Oh,
guys,
shit.
everybody in the chat, because we're toddling along quite nicely. Because I don't want to keep everybody here all night either, because I know Lee is a bit tired. I have to be honest, I'm a bit tired myself as well. And
I haven't even had a coffee, so I'm going on vapor.
I've at least had me coffee, so I feel a little bit okay for that. But I still feel drained, to be honest. But it's been
I just could not sleep
it's been a bit
last
weird.
night whatsoever.
By the way, actually, just me and Lee sussed it out as well, and it was obviously Lee spoke about it, but I seen it happen in front of me eyes. So we stand with John Barrowman. Twitter has done something; they've removed it or something.
No, what happened was, like, I went to type it in and it wasn't showing up. But we stand with the Taliban.
Yeah.
Was showing up, and I couldn't believe it. And it was auto filling, so it must have been trending at some point. And I checked, and there's a whole bunch of fucking Wahhabis on Twitter saying we stand with the Taliban, and trying to use the woke idiots in the West to go, oh yeah, it's so racist, colonialist, and oh god, it was so depressing.
The Taliban that are murdering innocent people.
You're right. It's like we stand with that. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
This world has, the society has fallen. It's fallen. It has. We predicted this anyway. We said that society was going to fall. It's fallen.
Yeah, well, I drew Twitter's attention to that because, listen, all for free speech, but when you're encouraging people to stand with the Taliban, I think there's a line. I really do.
Yeah, you don't cross it. That's it. You're right. There always is a line, and you never cross that line. But listen, it's mental. The modern society.
Absolutely mental.
Please press 1. I'm writing it in the chat. Please press 1, please. If he's already, queue up the next episode. Episode 3 for anybody that's just joined us. The Robots of Death, episode 3. And if you're ready, please.
Cyper Matt Strikes says, I grew up with Syl. We love Syl. Syl's a great card.
Right, so we got a few ones in the chat. That's great. Well done, folks. Yeah, and as soon as the next episode is ready, when you have it queued up, just press 1 straight away. Don't wait for me to say it. If you're ready, then we can just get on with it. That'll be fantastic. Right, so we got a few ones in the chat. We'll just wait for a few more seconds and see if there's any more ones. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And join us.
I think we're good.
For some L New Who as well. Right, Quinn.
Yep. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Go. Oh no! To this day, the lantern on top of the TARDIS in this TARDIS thing still.
What's wrong with it?
It's just like that. I know they did have it like that occasionally. The sort of
a bit big,
half a pill dome. But
it's too big. It's too big, man. It's too big.
Now he gets it. That little one there. I love the way that model's lit. It's great.
Yeah.
Now our troubles really begin. Da, da, da. Oh, Titanic reference.
So did she just have like a sparkly scarf, just unhandling? Do you know what I find funny? It's like the blokes have more like permed hair than the women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very Buffon.
They are, aren't they? All the
Yeah.
blokes have these really Buffon heads.
Yeah.
The women have quite sort of straight, sort of not that.
Although I'd say that looks very naturally wavy, I have to say.
His does, yeah. Leela, I think out of anybody, you're probably all right for the heat in that outfit. Everybody else has got like multiple layers on. I bet Tom must have got so hot sometimes, think saying that, like under the studio lights with the amount of fabric he was wearing.
Actually, we haven't really mentioned the model shots in this.
Yeah.
The
Pretty
model
impressive.
shots are quite impressive.
Yeah, Raptor, I was thinking Flash Gordon a little bit as well. Like with the eye makeup and some of the other things they're wearing, it is a bit Flash.
Water doesn't have any taste anyway.
And plus, why would you know what flavoured water tastes like, Leela?
Because she lived. Because where she lived, the water there obviously wouldn't be in clean water, so maybe
Oh,
that's what
that makes sense.
Because she's probably drinking the purer water there.
Yeah, she was probably drinking water from like a puddle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love all the little retro
Yeah.
little buttons and stuff. Well, in fairness, he told you to stay with him. Oh, someone gave that robot a bit of a beating.
Just a bit.
Ew.
I think it's funnier in a bit when she's trying to use a knife, and it's like
Yeah.
that's not going to work. Like, it's a futuristic door. Your little pocket knife.
It ain't gonna work.
It isn't going to open it, love.
Oh.
Oh, sinister.
Okay, it's only blood. You don't have to be that over dramatic. We get it. I do like the silver version of the robot.
Yeah.
Look at them. They look real. Like, yes. Confirmed. Ew. There's the eyes.
Yeah. A little bit of colour separation overlay over the eyes.
I mean, I love the way they tried to disguise who it is. It's like, well,
Yeah.
you can tell who it is. In black. I think D84 would have made a good companion.
He does become a little like a almost side. What's he called when like the? What's the term like? Sido companion. Like there's a term, isn't there? But then Tom's doctor did like his robots, didn't he? If you think about it, he had his K9.
Yeah. Well, K9 was the most interesting of the Doctor's companions to a point that the Doctor, it was the Doctor's own personal computer,
Yeah.
Mm.
and
But
it could
Tom
talk back
himself
to him
didn't
and
like
all
the
that.
idea of K9 though, didn't he not? Tom was opposed to the idea of sharing his scenes with a
Yeah,
robot.
yeah,
Wasn't it more just that it was really hard work to like get it to do anything in scenes he didn't like?
I think it was mostly got to do with that, yeah. But
yeah.
well, look, you don't. I don't hold that against him. You know, he is no matter what we say, he is the definitive Doctor anyway.
Yeah.
And you know, he had such passion for the role that you know, if he didn't think anything was right, he'd call it out. And
Yeah, and it's like Tom's never changed, so it's like he's mellowed a bit as he's got older, but he's never really not been that bit of a grump, which we all love him for. Wouldn't that be interesting though? Let's say like for the 14th Doctor, we get like a not a complete robot companion, but like an android, because you could do that nowadays very convincingly.
Yeah, well, we had that with Chameleon, but the Chameleon back then, but there was a lot of technical difficulties with these kind of robotics.
Well, that's what I mean. You could like that's why I said like maybe like a cyborg type of thing, where it's an actor, so you'd have to deal with all the mechanics.
Hello.
Hello, have you finished?
Oh,
Renting?
Yeah, Rabbi's all finished. Yeah.
good man, do you need a timestamp, buddy? We're on the third episode though.
We'll do in a second when mine decides it wants to boot up. Anyway.
Actually, you're probably hold on. Well, we're halfway through this episode, so
Yeah.
wasn't the Fourth Doctor's incarnation an expert in robotics from what I remember, says asks Retro Dicky. Yeah, he was, yeah. But again, I don't think he liked, especially with K9, I don't think he liked the idea of because obviously there were
He
problems.
didn't like it at first, but when he got to know John Leeson, they did some pretty crazy stuff together.
All right.
in the Key to Time, a Key to Time saga, which is the next series after this one. Well, him and John Leeson used to screw around on set a lot. Hell of a lot.
Yeah, I think that Tom was one of those actors that almost if you were big, like had the same sense of humor as him, you get on well. It's the I've always got.
Yeah.
He'd literally sit there with go on, Noel, sorry.
I was just going to say, in recent interviews that we've heard from him himself, and especially the one with Big Finish that he did with Nick Briggs, he said he did say that there were a few regrets during his classic run. Maybe he's talking about stuff like that, and it's good to hear him say stuff like that, Maybe he did take himself a bit too seriously. But go on anyway, PD, sorry.
Yeah, as I was saying, he used to, I think on the Stones of Blood, he used to sit there with John Leeson reading football results or something out to K9, and everyone thought K9 was real, and it was just John Leeson was in a tent with a pair of headphones and a microphone. Everyone was shocked. They thought K9 was real, and it was John Leeson in a tent.
That's
he's just reading these results out of John Leeson like it's like he's a normal cat, like he's on set.
That's brilliant.
Oh, when he got to know John Leeson, it was a lot better. Yeah, and I've got a timestamp.
I'm not best because I'm a bit behind from everybody else.
Yeah, sorry, mine's being slow tonight.
Well, I'm watching it with little ad breaks because of the website I'm on, so
okay.
I know I've got a feeling I'm behind by a little bit. So what though? Fancy bed you've got there, love.
Oh yeah, just a little bit behind you, Charlotte.
Yeah, she's just the robots just tried to kill the commander woman when she's asleep.
That's where I'm at the moment.
Right, so I think we're in sync. By the sound of it.
I just guessed it, mate.
That was me.
Oh, Ripple, that's your new. I'm the newbie to Classic. So I don't own any Classic on DVD, so I have to go on websites.
Someone got a runny nose.
Yeah, it was just kind of sniffle there.
It's this weather, man, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. 1 minute it's roasting, then next minute it's cold.
I know. Cheryl is not doing too great either, The cold weather, the warm weather is kind of playing havoc with her joints.
Yeah.
So she's in a lot of
pain.
So that's why I don't need any of the other crap that's going on, because, to look after my wife. Just want to be left alone, as I've said for the past year now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't allow anybody in the chat to antagonize the other side because I don't want that stuff happening anymore. The era is over now, so we're moving on.
We got to be better than that as well, anyway.
you know, we said all the things we needed to say about the current era. There's nothing more to say until Series 13 comes back. Do you know that kind of a way? So I just want to be left alone and enjoy these streams with my friends. And that's what it's all about.
We'll get to a point. Don't worry, mate. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Glad streaming makes Classic Who accessible to the wide audience as retro resolution. Yeah. I love doing the watch-alongs, especially Classic Who. Because Charlotte, that's on our panel, hasn't seen all the stories as well, which is interesting because we get a different take from Charlotte. If there was a way, hopefully YouTube might get to a point where we can actually show these episodes for, you know, for promotional purposes for the BBC. I just don't understand that why BBC.
See, I think BBC are going to be like the last holding out on that. I think
they've already come out against fans, haven't they, with the fan art
they have.
and their own like
fan creations, like fan films and stuff.
Yeah,
which I find utterly disgusting, to be quite honest with you. Because look at what happens in the Star Wars, all of that fanfic. You don't see now. Disney obviously is coming down hard on them, but when George Lucas owned the Star Wars, he encouraged fans. Yeah, he actually encouraged them.
Yeah.
I think that they tried that Disney a couple of years ago with a production, and they got so much heat that they backed off. So yes. I think that they're still relatively okay. But
same with Star Trek. Yeah, what was
Star Trek? You can't touch it, can you?
No.
Obviously, PD knows better than me, but even I know Star Trek now is like you can't touch it, can you, to make any fans?
Yeah. It was Axonar that caused all that hoo-ha and ruckus.
Because I was watching them, even though I'm not a massive Trek fan, I sort of dip in and out, and
yeah.
But I did watch the Star Trek Continues. I did watch that because it was good.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
That was like, it was impressive just how they got all the sets. Even to me, like as a relatively casual sort of watcher of it, I was like, God, they've spent their money here. Do you know?
Yeah. I mean, the other one that was doing the other one that was doing the other production phase 2. They turned their sets into a museum in the end. It was.
I hope some of the Star Trek. I hope some of the stuff from Star Trek Continues has been saved because you can tell they really put like the cost, the uniform.
Yeah.
Do you know what the problem is with Star Trek though? Is that the fan stuff is better than what they're doing now, and that's why they're trying to shut it down.
That's it.
That's what I think the BBC's at now, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, after the revelations last night, Noel, you told us. Wow, I'm shocked.
And it was great.
Explains everything though,
because he was able to get the production schedule up as well, and we were able to piece it together. And it's there for everybody to see. It's there for everybody to see.
I did not realise that Chibnall wanted to just take over everything and just.
I know.
And he ruined it. He ran it into the ground. It's like, what are you doing, man? It's like if you want to take over everything, you've got to be. As I hate using this phrase, whiter than white, or do a better job than the last showrunner. But he ran it into the ground. Anything worse? I don't know. I just don't know.
Ego, mate. Ego's it's a fragile thing.
Yeah. I'd say it's NP, narcissistic personality disorder. Past ego.
Oh God, yeah. But ego's the starting point, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's me whenever I play FIFA. People say, "No, your breathing's very heavy." I was like,
it's a robot. Pull its hand off. I'm probably way behind everyone.
No, you're the same spot as me. So I think me and you are going to be in sync.
Yeah.
She just, like I said, it is. I really think at the almost. I don't know if they had it in their heads when they were making this. There's real like I said, Friday the 13th almost vibes.
Yeah.
With the robots and the
Hinchcliffe.
way.
Is this Graham Williams or Hinchcliffe? It's very Hinchcliffe. Yeah, but that's what Hinchcliffe did. He started doing Frankenstein and.
Well, that's what. But I'm thinking like the American slasher stuff. Like, was that an influence on him? Because from
long before American slasher, yeah.
Because from what I've been told about him, it was like English horror he was influenced by. Well, not English, but sort of like you said, Frankenstein's an old sort of.
Yeah.
It's part of English history, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
And like vampires and.
Yeah.
Bram Stoker, that's a massive English novel, so.
Very Hammer horror, wasn't he?
Yeah, whereas, like I said, I'm thinking more like the American type of.
Yeah, slasher, which came after Hammer. Yeah, this was Hinchcliffe, not Graham Williams.
I just love the way the doctor said it either followed you or honed into this, but the way he's saying it to him and looking at him, it's quite funny. Oh, where's Mary Whitehouse? She's going to be upset. The doctor just got choked there. Physical violence. Oh.
Well, there was blood beforehand, so surely that was worse.
She was a Margaret Thatcher's censorship, wasn't she?
That's what I think is missing from
it's funny, like all the times leading up to the current era, all previous attempts at cancellation and trying to stop things and to put a block on things going out and to have this moral campaign for decency, and it was all people on the hard right?
Yeah.
And now these people who claim to be liberals, all claim to be liberals, are behaving exactly like the hardest nosed conservatives of the day. They're so Victorian, it's ludicrous. So yeah, you think you're a liberal? You are the very fascists that we fought against.
Draconian, draconian liberals. I never thought to see the day, Robbie. Never thought.
Well, they're not liberal. They are illiberal, right?
I know, but they pretend to be liberal.
The most ultra-conservative bunch of people I've ever.
I know.
They make the religious right look tolerant.
It's reversion. They don't understand how reversion works. If you keep pushing one way, you end up going the other way.
That's it. Exactly.
It's reversion.
The horseshoe theory. Yeah.
That's it. Political reversion. I said about 2 years ago to someone, they're like, no. Now look at it.
Yeah. Self-fulfilling prophecy at this point.
I know. I knew it'd be horseshoe politics.
The sort of what I'm seeing now is it's gotten so bad that even people who don't click about this stuff are actually there saying, no, we need to stop this before society completely.
And I thought crimes now, this is not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think people, it's now affecting enough people that people now in the part of everyday life are going to.
It's ironic that we live in the information age. Yeah, it's
misinformation age.
Well, yeah, but what it is you've got all this information. Yeah, everyone follows everyone else on Twitter, so they believe a lie can get shoes on before you can travel around the world before you've even woken up. Put your shoes on. That's right. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, the point is, it's gotten to the situation now where people are low information. In an age of information, they are low information. They jump on the bandwagon because their friend Jamie X10123 says something happened, and because they all corral each other's opinions, don't they? They all hold each other to account. If anyone steps out the conformist line, then no, keep your head down, keep your head. And then when one goes, this happened, everyone goes, yes, of course it did, because they don't want to think too hard about it, and they don't want to be seen to be different to the other people, so they go along with it. They don't think about it. They just behave and react.
You said it, Simon. That's right. You said it.
Let's get into the next episode. We got a couple of ones in the chat. So if everybody is ready, please do press one if you're ready. We got Retro Dick there with a one. Darren says, have a fun stream. We'll catch up later. Please do.
Nice popping in, Darren.
Oh.
Hi, Darren.
Uno.
Fosterers.
We got a few ones there. Okay, let's get this last episode show on the road. Let's
So
do
5,
it.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Oh,
Oh. Dum
Will,
dum 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 dum.
will,
diggity dig,
Well.
diggity dig, diggity dig, diggity dig.
will, will.
All right, stop.
Right, everybody stop now. Will.
Oh God.
Do you guys buy the plastic Blu-rays? Says Cyberman. Cybermatch Strikes. Well, I don't have the Blu-rays now.
No, I don't tend to
No.
buy them. Only a handful of them are properly remastered.
I don't have a Blu-ray player. Never have.
I don't either, but I got season 14 one, so that's the most important one.
Yeah.
I've got a Blu-ray player, and I've got a couple of Doctor Who Blu-rays, and I've got the season 19 box set Blu-ray.
Yeah.
We've got a few people
Chill,
say we got.
Doctor.
I have one box set says retro resolution. Yeah, I mean, look, again, the PlayStation does play Blu-rays, of course, but I've never actually bought any Blu-ray box sets of anything.
He's got a killing headache.
I prefer. It sounds weird, but I still buy DVDs.
Yeah, so
Which
do
will probably
I.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
well,
There's no
if they
point
did
with
it-
Doctor Who. Go on, Cheryl. Sorry.
I was
Sorry,
gonna
Charlotte.
say,
What am I doing? I'm having a brain fart.
Oh no, not all the time. No, if they did like that amount of extra material on a big like box set on DVDs, I would get some of them.
Yeah. The way I see it is this: it's like unless it was filmed on a 16mm film, BBC's favourite was it 16 or 18mm, and it's been remastered up to 10 to 1K. I will buy the Blu-ray version, but hardly any of it is. A lot of it's studio
Yeah,
cameras, and they're only 48p the highest it'll go.
Yeah, and the problem is every couple of years they just have another version of a DVD to flog, don't they? It seems.
Yeah. So I'm
Retro-
waiting. Yeah, sorry. Pal.
Yeah, Revolut said that. I bought as a present to myself for my 1 year anniversary in remission. Congratulations.
You as well, my friend. You as well. Yeah, I know that one
But
feels.
other than that, no DVDs. No DVDs are just as good. I agree with you. But congratulations on your 1 year anniversary.
Yeah. Oh, I've been in remission for I think about 5 years.
That's fantastic, Darius.
Yeah, I got 2 more years, and then I'm probably clear.
Excellent.
Yeah,
That's brilliant, man.
yeah. It's not a fun thing to go through. Wouldn't recommend it.
Retro Dicky says, I still got my VHSs, a few Blu-rays, but mainly DVDs though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can't
but
get any higher than
DVD
480p.
Yeah,
Go on.
but by DVDs you can tell they're just wanting them to go away nowadays, aren't
Yeah, yeah. They want Blu-ray as well to go away now.
they? Yeah, the BBC won't let that ever happen. They make too much money off them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't throw hands at me. D84 would have been so much better than Chameleon.
Thank you. It's been a hell of a ride since 2015. Congratulations to you. Probably it's actually PD Rich, but yeah,
you got
we
your
get,
Yeah, that's me.
but we get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I know that ride. I've ridden that roller coaster and I don't want to ride it again.
But yeah, keep a hold of your physical media. That's it,
Yeah.
retro. I've been encouraging people now for over a year, ever since we've seen what they're trying to do to our TV shows and movies. Yeah, if you can go out and buy DVDs or Blu-rays, please do. Please do. And you can buy them cheap now. That's the thing. You know, you can go into these stores like CEX and stuff, and GameStop. They do DVDs as well. You know, go in and get all your stuff there. You don't even have to buy them brand new.
No, I remember when I was at uni, there was a big CHE
Yeah.
shop, and I used to always root when I had like, even if I didn't like want to get anything, I'd just always go in to have a root if I was walking past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly.
These robots are so sinister. They
I
really
know.
are.
It's that little bit of uncanny valley, I think, makes it even more sinister.
Yeah, and I just think they're a design classic. They're just
brilliant,
so
yeah.
striking. You know, I absolutely love them.
Same, we never
And
saw
I got
them
to see
again.
this. I got to see this at the BFI in London on the in 2013 for the anniversary, and got to sit on the big screen with Tom Baker and Philip Hinchcliffe and all those people on stage. Moffat was there to discuss it afterwards with the panel. It was absolutely brilliant, and I got the final question into Tom Baker. I can't remember what I asked now. It was annoying because they filmed the whole thing, but they didn't film the questions. I was like, oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. He turned around and said, "Oh, it's my favourite streak of piss."
Yeah.
Tom's a character. You've got to say that he's a massive character.
Yeah.
It's like Brian Blessed. Massive character.
Yeah, but I almost think like Brian's the opposite sometimes in personality. Like Brian's always laughing and like always seems to be happy.
Yeah.
Whereas Tom, and like I said this before, he's sort of, that's the lovability of Tom.
Yeah.
That he's grouchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, retro. We do have a fan of Blake Seven. I can't think of who.
Yeah. Other retro. Not two retros.
I know we do now, don't we? But there
Yeah.
might be somebody on the panel who might just, whenever he has the opportunity, talk about Blake Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Going back to Brian Blessed, though, the funny thing is, you know Brian Blessed likes you because he'll talk really soft to you.
Oh,
If
yeah,
he's
no,
a-
I've seen him in interviews. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like that.
Yeah, if he talks really soft to you, he likes you. If he talks really loud and really, he's just putting on a show.
Wasn't I seeing him in it? And he was like playing it quite straight.
Oh,
yeah.
really? Oh,
It was a Shakespeare film.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Much Ado. I'm sure it was him.
Space did it in Space 999 as well. His first time he was in Space 999, he played it really soft. Second time he was in it, chewing the setup.
Yeah, no, I think it was him in that Shakespeare because I watched it at school and I was like, is that Brian Blessed? Like, not shouting.
Yeah. Okay, RR it is then.
That makes it a bit easier for us, mate.
Makes it easier with Retro Dickie.
Oh, Big Finish have just announced something. So coming in March 2022, The Mind of the Holdak, written by Russell T. Davis. And
Is that what he was teasing last year?
it's called The Lost Stories.
Yeah, is that the was it Seventh Doctor? The thing he wrote?
Colin Baker, yeah.
Yeah, that's something he'd written like before he brought the show back, and then Big Finish were like, "Oh, we want money. Can you make that?"
This is in the first episode, RR. Season 2. Yeah, they announced another one as well. They announced the latest Eccleston one with the Cybermen.
Yeah, because wasn't it either Chris or somebody else let slip that we're going to get the Brig at some point in his box sets?
Yeah, probably. Sorry, Cyberbrig though. It's pretty Cyberbrig.
Oh no, I'm sure he was. The way he was talking, it sounded like proper Brig.
Yeah. Yeah. We need proper brew. We need Benton. Benton.
Well, at least John Coltrane's is a damn good break when he does the
Oh,
voice. At
Coltrane's
least they've
great.
got
Yeah.
somebody who actually sounds like the character.
Yeah. After our chat last night, I can't understand why the Jake Dudman is playing Matt and Peter though.
Oh, here's the thing though. Like, I remember when they did that stupid, all the doctors thing last year.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, God, that's a terrible Peter Capaldi. And then I looked up
Yeah.
who did it, and it was Jake.
I know he's trying to be Capaldi. He sounds like I think David Tennant doing a Peter Capaldi impression.
He sounds like somebody said it because I was in Rabbi's chat when he was playing the trailer. It sounds like a bad Billy Connolly impression.
Yeah, all that.
Somebody said that in Rabbi's chat, and I was like, "Yep, that's what it sounds like."
I think he's great at David Tennant. He's okay at Matt Smith, but he's terrible at Capaldi.
Well, no, because Capaldi, and here's the thing with artists. This is why I think Capaldi is really hard to imitate. Because if you listen to him in other things, he's more Scottish. So he did soften the Scottish accent for when he was the Doctor. But it's such a strong accent he has, it was never going to fully go away.
Yeah, he went a bit Edinburgh,
So it's such a hard thing for somebody to imitate that, because they either go too Scottish, which is what I think.
A bit Aberdeen,
It almost sounds like too Scottish.
Yeah. Goes really strong Aberdeen or really soft Edinburgh.
Yeah, and he can't do Peter. He can do. Right. He's Matt. He's uncanny.
Yeah. Or it goes really, really soft London Scottish, which is like Dame Maggie Smith. Completely losing.
Yeah, I know. It's just. I honestly think they've got plenty of other things they can be doing Big Finish. They don't need to do Capaldi stories because Jake just can't do the voice.
No.
Let him do Matt. Let him do Tennant stuff.
Robot phobia. I think he's got robophilia.
Do you know what actually be interesting? Do you know what I think Big Finish should do with Jake actually?
What's that?
They should actually have him be his own Doctor in a series.
Yeah.
Like, have it as an alternative or whatever to make an excuse. Just have him as his own Doctor.
Have him as a Dalek Universe Doctor or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Because Jake's so now known for doing the other Doctors. Actually, to have him do his own spin.
Yeah. Just give him a chance. He's good at
He's
what
a good actor. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't done anything for the show yet. I really am actually. Because he's the right age.
Yeah.
Even as a companion or something, I think he would work.
Or just a guest star, guest character.
I'm really surprised he's not done anything with the show yet.
Yeah. It's like Joseph Lister, though. He only never wrote a official episode Doctor Who. He wrote one episode Torchwood and did a load of Sarah Jane.
It reminds me, I need to watch season 2 of Space 1999, says Retro Resolution. We got 2 retros in the chat now, so it's going to get a little bit confusing now. So,
he told us, no, he said RR. He says, I'm known as RR, so that's what we're going to have to remember. Oh, you're going a bit crazy now, mate, aren't you?
Lee is on form anyway.
He had his coffee.
Well, he's on form. I'm just looking at Twitter there. He's on form as usual. I mean, he can destroy an argument within 2 seconds, and they just keep digging bigger holes for themselves.
Oh, well.
John Barrowman didn't do any of this to you guys. The fake outrage is just unbelievable, man.
Oh, I know.
And then they keep asking the question, well, what have you did it to you? Well, if he did it to me, right, and I was working in that environment, right, the simple answer is, right, I would understand where he's coming from because he's explained the situation, explained why he did it. It may have been ill-advised, and he's even admitted that. But I would, if he did it to me, I would accept his apology
Yeah.
and I would accept his reasons, which his castmates did. So this
Exactly.
guy, outrage. You know, he didn't do it to you. And even Eddie brought it up. It seems to like, you know, by proxy, they want an apology.
Yeah.
Feck off. Feck off.
This is what annoys me, though, Noah. It's like it was dealt with. It was indecency at the best. It was dealt with by Judy Gardner. So it's all done. Everyone's
Yeah.
apologised to everyone. What effing business is these little weirdos on Twitter?
know.
Really?
That's what I mean.
Seriously? This is a problem with social media putting us closer to the stars.
They just need to be outraged about
Yeah.
everything. That's the problem. Because without it, they don't have an existence.
That's it. So it's a problem. We get too close to people. You feel like you've got a right to tell them, dictate what they do. It's insane.
Costume's quite revealing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never noticed that before.
Yeah.
I have to admit, they had some great costumes back in the day, even with the aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, who's eating?
Me.
Oh, you know about it if I was eating crisps.
Are you eating a bag of crisps again?
Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the Scot there
What
coming through.
flavour? Let me guess. Hold on. Scotland. It's probably ready salted.
No, it's not. It's called knickknacks.
Oh,
the
right. Oh,
knickknacks.
yes,
I
I
love
like
I love
them.
knickknacks. I love
What
knickknacks.
flavour?
What flavour? Yeah.
It's the nicey and spicy, nice and
Oh,
spicy.
Oh, they're
yeah,
the
the orange
best.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the best.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Love knickknacks. We can get them over here in Dales. There's a shop called Dales here.
Yeah.
We can get those knickknacks here. Yeah, I
I
love
quite like
knickknacks.
them. My gran used to buy me them, and
Same
I like
here.
the taste.
Yeah.
Used to sell them in Ireland years ago, and then they disappeared. But then when deals came back, then we got them again. And
Yeah.
pork scratchings as well. We never really got pork scratchings over here. It was more we were more peanut people in a bar. But they start doing pork scratchings now,
Yeah.
and I buy a lot of them.
Oh,
I
I'm
love
sorry.
pork.
I know that's maybe because of my age, but I do not understand how people can eat pork scratchings.
Ah,
And there
smoky.
was another
Oh,
one
yeah.
that was out
You're
back in
picking
the
up our
80s.
bad habits.
Scampi fries.
Oh, I love scampi.
yeah.
Yeah,
The Smith's packets.
the
The
Smith
little
packets back then, they were
Yeah.
really good,
I
and
love them.
they were absolutely stinking. But I
Yeah.
used to eat them as a kid.
No.
Same with the bacon fries.
Oh yeah,
No, my dog's recently got some of those as like a doggy version, basically. And every time I give her one, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're lovely, man. When you get older, you'll eat them. Because I used to say,
No. You don't know me with food, mate. I'm very fussy.
oh, then you remind me of my little brother. He's the same. Very fussy.
Wish I was supposed to eat it because then I'd be slimmer. But hey.
No, especially during this pan, I'd like me comfort food. I have
Yeah.
to.
Really
Yeah.
have.
yeah.
Insanely eating comfort food.
You know, it's
So what-
kind of giving me some. You know, that's helped as well. Obviously, it does. You know, don't get me wrong. I think everybody's put on weight during this fucking pandemic.
Oh, everyone has. We got our prime minister going, oh, everyone's fat. Everyone has to lose weight. Like, you made us fat, you moron.
And it's like, mate, before the pandemic, you weren't exactly slim.
Yeah.
And he's still fat.
I can remember
Yeah.
you stuck on like a zip line, dangling there like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like an apple on a piece of
hilarious.
string.
You did. So I was just like, oh god.
Oh, he's the biggest hypocrite going. He should just go back to Have I Got News for You and have done with it.
You know that's what's going to be his retirement plan.
Yeah, he'll go back and become a broadcaster again. That's it. and then everyone will just slag him off about how bad Prime Minister he was. Wasn't the worst, but he was bad.
I wonder what that would have looked like in 3D glasses.
Yeah. Could you imagine this story in 3D, actually?
Oh, it'd be weird.
Stop.
Yeah, that was a bold
I
strap.
know you mean the 3D back in the day, Lee, because you remember that as well as I would.
Yeah. The
Jaws
cyan
was
and
in 3D.
Yeah.
Which Jaws was that? Was it Jaws 2 or Jaws 3? I think it was Jaws 3.
Orange, and then
That's
in
why
the
it was
end.
called 3D. Yeah, that was.
Imagine watching
I remember there was a
Daleks.
film that came on TV. I think it was the first time, like on TV, they'd shown a 3D movie. It was like some pirate film or something in black and white that they'd made into a 3D. I remember it vividly.
Yeah.
The blue and red glasses and all. The ones that David Tennant's doctor wears when he's looking at the void.
Yeah, they give you a headache. They really do.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Because they didn't work. That's why they gave you a headache.
Yeah, the Superman actually, not Superman 1. I think it was Superman 3 as well. I think that was 3D back in the day as well. That was ridiculous, though. That was ridiculous. Hold on.
Genius idea. But give him helium so his voice is not recognizable.
Yeah. I think Alina was looking for a high and she just accidentally.
Plus, it's
creepy as hell. This, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus it sort of suits the story they're giving, isn't it? Of this human who has been brought up by robots, so he basically considers himself a robot, but he's human.
All good things come to an end. Because I'm a Time Lord.
Because I'm not shit like you, Leela. Arrogant doctor. Leela, you are shit and you know you are. Nash is a great companion, really.
Right, let's get straight into it, folks. Guys and ladies in the chat, if there's any ladies in the chat, remember now, give us user rating. So 10 is obviously brilliant. 1 is obviously shit. So yeah, if you want to give your rating, we have done minus ratings here before, but that was
classic though.
But that wasn't the classic era. That was the current era.
Yeah.
But, let's be honest.
Current iteration, we'll call it.
That's it. But look, we'll get everybody's in the chat now. If you could throw in user ratings, so between 1 and 10, while we go around the panel, and when you put user ratings in the chat, I will read them out. So we'll start with the Queen. Because I know you have to go soon anyway. So we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this episode, and what would you rate it out of 10?
I really quite like this one. I think it's a neat little story. I'd like the sort of the way they do the robots in this, because like I said, it's I like the fact that they're this presence everywhere for the majority of it. And it takes ages for even the crew to cotton on. So you don't really have the crew fighting against them. It's the Doctor trying to sort of almost sneakily fight against the robots, and that's always fun when you see the Doctor sort of having to work around something. And it's also interesting because then you sort of see for a good chunk of this, they think he's the murderer.
Yeah.
And it's sort of fun whodunit almost, that everybody's blaming each other, and it's like, oh, who can we trust, who we can't. And I do think when you've got like a small crew as your secondary lot of characters, that works really well. And you sort of see their own personalities and things clash with each other. Leela, I do really quite like actually, his companion. Like I said, she gives me sort of Jamie vibes, and I really like Jamie. I think they're both examples of, if you have a companion from a different setting in time, you can do a lot of interesting things with them, and they sort of have very different responses to things. So I always enjoy when I see that in a companion. And it's like, and I do like the horror thing. I think it does it just enough. It's not too in your face about it. It's sort of, like I said, there's certain scenes with the robots, and then sort of the deaths are quite graphic. But it's done for a reason, just to heighten the tension by each death, and it's sort of, you feel the crew then panic more. So it's that sort of thing as well, of the sort of trope we know in sci-fi of, here's a crew getting less and less and lesser, and they're panicking. So I'll give this a 7, because it wasn't didn't completely knock my socks off, but I quite liked it, so I'll give it a 7.
Fantastic. PD?
I give this one a 9. I always think this one holds out really well when you watch it today. I think it's one of those episodes, the Hinchcliffe horror vibe. It's like Hinchcliffe at his best. And also the special effects are really good for the time. They still kind of hold out. Sometimes we can see it. We can kind of see it now. You can kind of see the gaps that they go up to 480p and beyond. But I just think it really, really holds out for it. And it's just good for its just good Doctor Who adventure, good generic Doctor Who adventure with Tom Baker. And I wish they would have made a sequel, brought the robots back.
Fantastic. Super Doctor?
I think this is quite a good serial. I mean, it's got good suspense in it. It's like a whodunit in a corrupt mining organization and a mining ship, and it's just like one of your bases under siege, but it's a ship under siege. And I like the robots. I think the robots are really creepy, and I like the way that they just decided that they just wanted to turn on humanity, and and just kill them, and they had that sinister CSO can color separation overlay in the eyes and all that technique.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I quite enjoyed it. Enjoyed the characters and that in it, and Tom Baker's performance is as good as ever, and Louise Jameson, and they're trying to work themselves out in that, and I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10.
Fantastic. Who am I going to next? Lee?
For me, this is quintessential Doctor Who. It's definitely up there as one of my favorites, and really, when I went to see it at the BFI, it just even solidified that even more. It's a design classic. It's a great whodunit. It's really sort of Hinchcliffe at his top best.
Yeah.
Great cast, great idea, great concepts, creepy, violent, dark. Just everything I love in the Doctor Who story. And it's one that just pops into your mind so much. And you know what I'm like with my scores? Nothing's ever perfect. It's always 9.999, whatever. This is a solid 10.
Wow.
Wow, that's big for Lee.
Wow. Well, I'm going to give this a 9.5 because I don't think it's there's better stories that Tom has, but this is up there. I'd agree. I do like the tension that's built. I do like the fact that they're at each other's throats. They're and then as it goes on, they're kind of accusing each other of who's murdering and stuff. It is a nice, good way of doing a whodunit.
You can't fail with Bob Holmes. I mean, the definitive writer.
Yeah.
Bob Home and Hinchcliffe.
I agree.
Yeah.
He
And
understood.
Terrence
Yeah.
Dicks, you know, for
He knew how to
Perfect.
get an audience enthralled. He knew how to suck them in, and I'd have to agree with you. But I'm not going to give it a 10, but I will definitely give it a 9.5.
But it's not Genesis of Daleks.
Right, exactly. But David gives it an 8. David Rayner gives it an 8. I did throw the scores up, but I'll call them out. Cyber Match Strikes gives it a 9. Retro Dicky gives it an 8. And Retro Resolution gives it a 8.5. I don't mind saying his full name there. 8.5. So great.
So it looks like for once I've given the highest score. That's
2. So yeah.
Wow.
That never happens.
And yeah, let's actually give Lee credit there, because in fairness, he normally does not. It's not very often that Lee would give a solid 10. And
Very rare.
I have to say, it is very rare. So
I think there's some Pyramids of Mars.
Yeah, I love pyramids.
Probably those.
Right. Well, that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up, because I'll tell you why I wanna because of everything that's happened. I just wanna go offline now and
need coffee and food
with the wife and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna chat behind the scenes or anything. I'm just letting you know where we live. Because I'm not in the right frame of mind, to be quite honest with you. But I will chat with all of you tomorrow after the stream. If you just want to hang on, we can have a bit of a chat after the New Who watch along. Because we'll have plenty of time. The New Who watch along goes on for about an hour. So then we'll to chat for a while after. Right. So we'll have a nice little chat afterwards. So I just wanted to say that to you guys on the panel just now, because it'd be better saying it to you straight.
Retro Resolution asked if anyone here is a Blake 7 fan. Yes! Yes, I am.
Yeah, massive
time. I'm going to be doing a watch along with a friend.
You're going to have them off. Listen. We know how much you love Blake 7, right? Just leave it at that now, right?
I think Alpha Omega's thinking about doing an Alpha a Blake 7.
Well, he'll be there. There you go, Retro Resolution. So if you tune into Alpha Omega's channel, you'll get some Blake 7 watch-alongs there. So why don't you sub to Retro? But what we will do is we'll go around the panel yet again, this time to call out to their social medias and if they have a YouTube channel as well. So we'll start with the Queen as usual.
Yep, so tomorrow I should be here for New Who, and I'm also doing a Script Doctors read if my tech wants to work, which I'm hoping it does this time. And then on Monday, unless things change, I should be on Dan's channel talking the Netflix Witcher anime film thing that just landed. So those are the most recent things.
Hadley or Leach?
Oh, Hadley, because Daniel, I tried to talk to him about Witcher and he's just like, no. But Dan's a fan, so we're talking Witcher on Monday.
I'm still playing through the Witcher 3. I'm still playing through the Witcher 3 at the moment.
Oh, I'm on my third playthrough of that game right now.
I love that game. That's great. It's like everything they took out of 2, they've put back in 3. It's just
well, I haven't. Yeah, I know. I think I've played one of the Witcher games. I don't know which one it is, but it's not a bad game. PD.
You can find me where I've just been on Rabbi's channel, supporting Rabbi in the chat, and his Indiegogo campaign is apparently going to end on Tuesday. So we can all take bets on it.
Well, yeah, who wants on the panel wants to take a bet that it doesn't finish on Tuesday?
I bet he spots a mistake and it's a Tuesday. I reckon it's going to finish
Friday.
31st of August, I think. Tuesday, 31st of August, not Tuesday, the 24th. I think it's going to be the 31st.
We'll see.
Just at the end of the month, he'll finish it.
We always like having a joke about that to see where he's going to stop it, because it's getting fascinating now. We could all take bets at this stage. But
I'd just say better not do it with the second one.
And PD Rich, my Twitter is @beingproblem now, not the Golden As one. That's my reserve.
Okay. Oh, you're back at being problem. It's back active.
I had been for ages. Yeah, I just don't use it.
Yeah, he doesn't use that one that as much. Is Ocean Man got another shout out on Friday night.
It did.
Which was lovely. So
By popular demand, I was
yeah.
quite shocked and surprised. That was
So
great.
who have I not asked? Hold on, Lee. Did I ask you what do you have? Did I?
No, but I'll tell it. Well, I just did. There you go.
Right,
I've been
yeah, go
problem
on.
on Twitter. Audred Audiovisual, AUDRED Audiovisual. That's my other channel with my CGI work on there. And yeah, and check out Alpha Omega's channel as well. We did a great
Yeah,
Empty
we
Tower
did.
stream last night. Watch along on that. We had Bolstrek on there, Noel and Melina and myself,
Yeah, it was
which
good.
was great fun.
It was
Good
great.
chat.
It was a great way to end the night, considering all the shit that happened after it. Then when I went
Yeah.
on, but yeah, it was. I had so much fun. And I
Yeah,
want to thank everybody that joined me last night as well on this
that was
channel.
fun.
Obviously here, the Tarda Zone. I do have a second channel where, and hopefully I will be doing a bit more.
And I'll be streaming with Alpha Omega later on because we're
There it
doing a stream on Farscape. So if there's any fans of Farscape, we'll be discussing the first 3 episodes.
Exactly, yeah. Another thing as well, might be getting a camera soon. Actually, we found a cheap camera that I might be able to use. So what I was thinking is maybe on the Irish Geek, I might do some cooking streams, as well as the gaming. So if you want to check out the Irish Geek, that's my second channel. It just has mostly game streams on it right now, but I'm hoping to do a few cooking streams on it when we get the camera. Also, subscribe to this channel for your classic New Who watch-alongs.
Keith Floyd cooking streams, yeah.
And obviously, we'll be doing more interviews, bringing more special guests on, like we had Tom and Andre from Midnight's Edge on during the week. That was a great stream. If you haven't checked that out yet, I would advise you to check it out. It was probably the one where I was most professional, to be quite honest with you. But there you go. I gave it my best, and hopefully people do enjoy that. The guests were brilliant. And I think that's me. Well, I'm on Twitter as well, at NoZone. So if you want to throw that in there as well, PD, you might as well anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Tarda Zone, NoZone on Twitter. Who else have I forgotten?
Real Super, and then you've done everybody.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Real Super Doctor, you're
I've
save the
got,
best to last.
yeah, I've got a Twitter account under Real Super Doctor, and I've got a YouTube channel under Real Super Doctor.
And you see how fast he is at doing it. He's brilliant,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Literally takes him 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
I just
done.
don't want to make a fuss over it.
But no, listen, check out I'm gonna give a special plug to Alpha anyway, because he's really putting a lot of effort into doing these streams, and we want to try build up his numbers and stuff, and he's gonna be doing some great stuff on the channel over the next few weeks, and especially when he has his time off work, then he'll be able to dedicate a bit more time to it. But he has streams up already. Go and check out his channel, and obviously all the channels that have been mentioned, including the Facebook. So check those channels out. But I'm going to leave it there, folks. I want to thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow for some New Who. As I said, it's Let's Kill Hitler, unfortunately. But once we get that out of the way, it kind of picks up a little bit again before it dips again. But there are a couple of after this story. There are a couple of decent stories after this. So join us tomorrow for that. But for now, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. I want to thank my panel as always, and everybody in the chat that has been here supporting us. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And most importantly, don't forget to hit that little bell so you're notified. Well, when I say you're notified, YouTube screw me over there because, I'm a toxic channel. So they don't really, it's about a half an hour after the stream starts that people get notified. It's weird. But hit that little bell for notifications. You can actually go on if you're on your mobile device or you're on your any whatever computer. You can actually go into the personal settings, I think you can, and you can put the notifications on. So if YouTube do screw me over, your phone will alert you anyway, or your whatever device you're using. Right. So I suppose I might as well plug this guy before we go. So Stay tuned. So thank you. Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Enjoy the rest
night,
of your
panel.
weekend. Stay safe. And Lee's saying good night, panel, because he refuses to say good night the properly. So there you go. One day we'll get him to say it properly.
Nope.
But there you go. So I'll leave you with this creation from Lee's channel. So anybody that's new, go and check out his channel. It's all in the chat there because you'll see stuff like this.